Good morning, friends. Welcome to day 20 of 41-day meditation challenge. Change your mind, change your life. Today, our guest came with a topic, radiant relations, which is important for everybody's life. So, Sunitha ji, she is into PSSM from last 3 years. She's a regular meditator and she is active participant in all the PSSM activities, and she supports for all the events very, very well. Uh, so, on stage is all yours, Sunitha ji.
Thank you, Ratna. Good morning, masters. So as Ratna mentioned, I've been in PSSM since 2021. Before that, I have tried meditation with Brahma Kumaris, Radhaswami, and some other 2-3 organizations. And when I was introduced to PSSM meditation, I just fell in love with the Anapanasati and the music in the meditation. I'm able to concentrate more. So that's about me. And today's topic is radiant relationships. What are radiant relationships? These are the ones that shine brightly in our life. They make us feel good about us. They lift our spirits. We feel very energetic when we are in the presence of such people with whom we have these relationships. And these are the relationships we want to nurture and cultivate. Just like we cultivate our gardens, we tend and we work hard. Radiant relationships need those kind of nurturing and cultivation. So, relationship with one's own self is the key to all radiant relationships. Love yourself. Okay. I jotted down 5 key ingredients to grow a radiant relationship. Number 1 is trust. Trust is the foundation of any relationship. It takes time to establish a trust, and once broken, can be very difficult to rebuild or mend. So we have to be very careful, be very trustworthy. If somebody is trusting us, we want to make sure we are keeping our word and our commitment to them, and we are being real and honest. The second one is our presence. We want to be present for our relations. When we are together, we want to hear what they have to say. So we have to put all our distractions aside, yes, even our cell phone, so that we can give our full attention to our whoever that person is, be our partner, be our personal, professional relationship, whoever it is. In between, I'm going to read some quotes that I wrote down. The most precious gift we can offer anyone is our attention. This is by Thich Nhat Hanh. The third ingredient is listening. It's one of the most important ingredients and perhaps the most neglected one. We all believe we are all good listeners, but if we analyze, our listening is more on a superficial level because we are constantly worrying, what are we going to say next, instead of listening what the other person is really saying. Everybody wants to be heard, understood, seen, and known. So we want to cultivate, it's called deep intuitive listening. Deep intuitive listening is basically keeping ourselves out of the story and listening to what the other person has to say. Read between the lines, feel their energy, their emotion, their tone of voice. What are they trying to express? Ask questions, even validate, reflect the words that they are saying, reflect it back to them to acknowledge and validate that they are being heard and understood. Like Stephen Covey says, listen with the intent to understand, not the intent to reply. The next one is forgiveness. Just as when you tend to a garden, weeds can easily overtake our garden and ruin it. Similarly, if we hold grudges, we allow bitterness to grow in our hearts. So we need to remove that poison from our minds and remove that barrier between us and the other people. Forgiving simply means that we are cleansing our mind. It doesn't mean that we are not hurt or what the other person said is right. It just it just won't it just is cleansing of our hearts, like we're pulling weeds from our garden. We are pulling weeds from our hearts. Again, I'll read this quote: forgive not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. So what do we need to do to forgive each other? We need to resolve conflicts as they arise. Allow the other person to be themselves, just like we want to be ourselves with others, not have any judgments. If we are making mistakes, it's okay. Sometimes we are all humans. We are not perfect. Similarly, allow the other person to be themselves. And I say one thing always: agree to disagree. We don't have to agree on everything. Agree to disagree. Talk things out. Keep the focus on the issue rather than the character of the other person. And again, we need to use our intuitive listening skills and be willing to hear what the other person has to say, their perspective, their opinion. The next one is acceptance. Every relationship needs a lot of care and love to thrive and flourish. A truly radiant relationship is one in which we are free to express ourselves without any fear of judgment, criticism, or we should not feel like we have to keep changing ourselves to be accepted. When we appreciate and love the people in our life just as they are, it nourishes their soul and they flourish. It gives them the confidence. And then a quote by Leo Buscaglia. A loving relationship is one in which the loved one is free to be himself or herself, to laugh with me, but never at me, to cry with me, but never because of me, to love life, to love himself or herself, to love being loved. Such a relationship is based upon freedom and can never grow in a jealous heart. So loving, healthy relationships are very important in our life. Remember, when we reach the end of our life, what matters is our relationships. Let us be grateful to people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. That's by Marcel Proust. And let go of unhealthy relationships by shedding past baggage. Express yourself truthfully with empathy and compassion. And I was reading some other stuff, and I realized as we grow spiritually, our friends will also go through some inner transformation with us. So some relationships will dissolve while others will deepen. And I can give you a couple of my experiences in all this. I'll focus first on the professional. In one of my professional jobs, there were a lot of instances where people in power were harassing me. And no matter how hard I tried, it was never enough. So as we delve more into spirituality and meditation and we talk to like-minded people, they advise us. So I started chanting for their well-being. I started chanting for their happiness. That helped a little bit. And at the same time, if somebody said, hey, you want that person to be fired or this, something bad, I'm like, no, I don't want anything bad happening to a person because of me. So this went on for some time, and then suddenly I would really reach out to the universe and say, what has this come to teach me? Have I not learned? Can I move on? And one by one, there were 4 or 5 people who were just gone from the organization. They just left on their own. So I saw that happening, and I think that's with my meditation. On a personal front, relationships were not always great with certain members of the family. So I try to think before I speak. I try to listen more carefully. My son kept saying, you're not a very good listener. So I worked on that. And I'm careful not to say things that would hurt somebody else. And I've seen my relationships improve personally and professionally. And like we read, certain relationships will dissolve and certain will deepen. And that has happened with my life as well. And that's what I had. Um, should we begin with meditation? Question answers are at the end, right?
Yeah. Since we have few more minutes,
Okay.
I just want to add some more here. You
Hmm.
said everything very beautifully, and
Thank you.
your life examples are awesome. I have a similar example for the from the work life. One guy used to trouble me so much that the way how he used to trouble me, he wanted me to finish my work done. He is very insecure, and I can clearly see because I have a green card and he is just a fresher from India. So he used to say, without even giving passwords to certain things, access to certain things, and he used to ask me to finish the job. And I don't know what he was reporting to the manager. I got so suffered with that person. I couldn't even sleep properly. And I thought, meditation, I, I wanted him to suffer the way, the beginning days of my meditation, I wanted him to suffer. But then the way how I am related, the work is related between me, both of us. When he suffered, he really suffered. But when he suffered, I was the one who had to go stay overnight and fix it. So I suffered too. Then I realized that Devi Chakra used to teach us all these things. Like, whenever I have some question or something, I used to go to her that. Then she told me, never ever do that in your life. When you have to choose, you are suffering, the way how you have to approach is not this way. Otherwise, you will suffer first
True.
because you have to face whatever the consequence, whatever you are giving, that's what is coming back to you.
Right.
You have to change what you are giving. So we have to be very careful at these things.
Right.
Thank you
Right.
so much. At one
Thank you.
glance, like for keeping up the relations, unconditional love, forgiveness, acceptance, attention, freedom, no judgment.
Right.
These are very, very, very important. It's just like a garden. Pick out the weed and take care of it every
Right.
moment.
Right.
Truly, heartfully. Thank
Right.
you. Let's start
Right.
our meditation.
Can I
You'll be
also
guiding, right?
point? We have a
Yes.
minute.
Yeah.
We have a minute. Okay. Thank you so much, Sony. So, you both covered what, how, and what. I just want to talk about why. Why, when you are saying like relations need to be nurtured, if the relationship has to be, people has to feel free in the relationship. Why? Have we asked any time why should we do this? Why should we keep a relationship? So think about it. Why should we keep a relationship? It is because we came into this world. We will learn this further in soul. There are this like there is a soul and karma and everything. So we will learn in that. But why we are Why need to do this? Hold on to these relationships because we have a contract with them. We have chosen our friends, we have chosen our parents, we have chosen our in-laws, we have chosen our spouse, we have chosen our kids. So we have agreed that okay, I will live with you, I will learn this with you, I will learn this virtue with the help of you. That's how we came into this life, and they have also promised, okay, I will be bad, I will act like a villain in your life, so you learn this. Always remember, I have seen it. I've experienced it with my kids, I've experienced it with my spouse, I've experienced with my in-laws, everyone. Every relationship that I have a problem, especially my kids. For me, I understood that they are teaching me something. So if you don't like a quality in a person, in a person, if that person is disturbing you about their, so like, he's so angry, I can't bear that. He's so jealous, I can't bear it. So if you're seeing a quality in them, that means that they are reflecting what you are feeling
What
inside.
you have. Mhm.
Okay, so you have to understand, oh, if I am seeing jealousy, this is the difference between spirituality and self-help books, my friends. Self-help book will talk about all these things. What is the relationship you have to give it. Okay, you will understand what to do and how to do. But nobody is telling you why. Why? Because they are here to teach us. So understand what is it that is disturbing, what is the aspect of them that is disturbing you. See, you have to dig deep inside within you. Why I don't like that quality. If they are saying a statement that is arising anger on you, okay, they said a line, they said a word, and you got very angry about that word. Why did you get angry for that word? What is it that is, like, digging inside within you? That is a bad memory that you have in your past, which is coming out and that is troubling you. It is you who are getting disturbed.
Not
If
them.
you start changing yourself, all your relationships will become radiant relationships. Your relationships are supposed, so radiant relationships doesn't mean that you chose, I have chose only 5 relationships in my life, I am going to only focus on that. No, it's not that. Every relationship that you have, the purpose is to take it to a radiant relationship. It is not, oh, I don't like this person, I'll stop my relationship with this person. Oh, I like this person is helping me, I will go fine. It is not about that. It is about any relationship that you are in, you have to um, bring it from a troubled relationship to a radiant relationship. And how will that happen is observing yourself. Be more mindful about what you are getting disturbed about and what is that quality that is troubling you in them, and you working on that quality and not the other person. Always remember, you have to work on that quality. That's when you will find all your relationships radiant. Thank you so much for giving me. I think we are on
Th-
time.
Thank you. They say in the spirit world, whoever, right, in the physical world, whoever is the strongest enemy for you or troubling your life to death is the closest, dearest well-wisher, or sometimes it might be even your guru. Like they came to change you, to help you to grow as a soul. That's why most of the closest relations where you cannot avoid and you have trouble with is the ones that they are becoming your friends. And sometimes it can be past karma. These are the only two situations where you'll be put in a situation where you can't escape, so that they make sure you learn. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't speak about pre-birth plan and all that. Didn't know whether I should include that.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Thank you so
that's
much.
fine. For the first beginner, to understand, it's this is enough. The good enough. What you said is really good.
Okay. So let's start meditation. Remove your glasses. Sit cross-legged, and clasp your hands. Let's take a deep breath. And as we exhale, relax the top of your head, your forehead, your eyes, your teeth. Let your jawline drop. Relax your jaws. Take another deep breath. As you exhale, relax your shoulders, your stomach. Let your shoulders drop. Take another deep breath. And as you exhale, relax your legs, your feet, your toes. Let's focus our attention on breath. Feel the air coming into your nostril as you inhale. And feel the air coming out of your nostril as you exhale. Only focus on your breath. Make sure you bring your focus back to your breath. If thoughts come to your mind, let them come and go. Don't focus on your thoughts. attention back to your in breath and out breath. Masters, bring your focus back on your breath. breath masters, as we do the Anapanasati meditation.
breath, friends. Be continuously aware of your breath.
Be constantly with your breath, masters. Five more minutes, masters.
minutes.
Two more minutes, masters. One more minute, masters. Let us straighten our spine, our back and neck. Gently unclasp your hands and rub your hands and keep them over your beautiful eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Open your eyes gently in your hands, masters.
Thank you, Sanaji.
Thank you, masters.
This is so deep meditation. So, while meditating, I realized that one should have radiant relation with their own self. So the same relations reflect around in the outside world. Thank you so much for all the
Turn off the
valuable
computer
information.
volume.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, have a radiant relation with your own self so that it reflects in the rest of the world outside. Thank you. Anybody has anything to share or anything, any experience or any question? If you are hesitating to ask or share anything, you can do it personally one-on-one, or also you can type in the group, whichever way is comfortable. Most of these topics we are trying to cover the basics. There is a lot more to in deep knowledge and subject to know to fix ourselves about this. If you find anything that you need to fix, you need to work on, or bothering anything, like you can feel free to discuss or to approach anybody for help.
And as we keep meditating and raise our energies and frequencies, our vibrations around us, we'll see everything changing around us as well.
True. 100%.
Hello, Soniji. This is Murthy. That is a great wisdom sharing session. That is very useful for our day-to-day life, right? And the additional comments to complement that from Ratna, Arun, and Harika. That's great. Thank you all. And the meditation session, as usual, it's wonderful to participate in a group. Thank you.
Thank you, Murthy.
We are 4 minutes ahead. Anyone wants to share, or we can?
I want to
What's
thank
tomorrow's topic?
I want to thank Harika, Sudhakar, and Ratna for your encouragement and support, for giving me an opportunity to speak here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for enlightening us today. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Sunitha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the beautiful meditation music as well.
Okay, I'm gonna
Thanks
end.
for the letters.
I want to talk about tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's me. Spiritual parenting.
Oh, wonderful. It's a wonderful topic.
Yeah, we will
I'm so excited.
about spiritual parenting. I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm going to talk tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all. Thank you for sharing your time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Have a wonderful day.